In the darkest depths of prehistory, our world was far from the familiar place we know today. There was no safe shelter, no rule of humankind, only the harsh, unforgiving domain of creatures beyond our wildest nightmares. And if you think monsters are just a product of our imagination, think again. Tonight, we're diving into 10 nightmarish animals that will make you grateful they no longer roam this earth. You might think of sloths as slow, gentle creatures, but Megatherium, the giant ground sloth, was a different story. This sloth, as big as an elephant, ambled through the dense forests of South America with claws nearly a foot long dragging against the forest floor. Despite its size, Megatherium wasn't a predator. It used those massive claws to bring down entire trees for food. But imagine stumbling upon it in the wilderness. A lumbering creature that crushed anything beneath its weight. A gentle giant, perhaps, one that could turn deadly if threatened. If you're not a fan of creepy crawlies, Arthopleura might just be your worst nightmare. This giant millipede, nearly 8 feet long, scurried through the dense forests of what is now Europe and North America, its countless legs creating an eerie rustling sound as it crawled across the forest floor. Though it may have been a herbivore, the sight of this enormous multi-legged monster emerging from the underbrush would be enough to freeze even the bravest soul in their tracks. Thankfully, its diet was mainly plants, though it's hard to imagine anything feeling safe with it around. Quetzalcoatlus. The giant pterosaur with a wingspan stretching up to 40 feet, Quetzalcoatlus was the largest flying creature to ever exist. Standing as tall as a giraffe on its slender limbs, this pterosaur could sweep down from the skies and snatch up small animals with ease. Imagine standing in a vast desert and looking up to see its massive shadow blocking out the sun, wings outstretched as it scanned the ground for prey. The mere sight of Quetzalcoatlus soaring above would be enough to make you feel like a mere insect, at the mercy of a true giant. The buzzsaw shark. Its teeth weren't just sharp, they were arranged in a deadly, saw-like spiral that could slice through flesh and bone. This strange and terrifying feature gave Helicoprion an advantage when hunting in the prehistoric seas. Picture this: a dark shadow beneath the waves, approaching with a spiral of razor-sharp teeth that would spin, shearing through its prey. To see Helicoprion in the ocean would be like staring into the maw of a blender, not a sight you'd soon forget or survive. The giant sea scorpion. Imagine a creature as big as a crocodile, lurking just beneath the water's surface, but with claws sharp enough to pierce armor. Meet Jaekelopterus, the largest sea scorpion ever discovered. This ancient predator grew over 8 feet long and had pincers powerful enough to snatch prey in one swift, crushing motion. Its claws, lined with serrated edges, were perfect for tearing apart anything unlucky enough to cross its path. Swimming with Jaekelopterus would mean facing a deadly grip that no one could escape. This was the true terror of the ancient rivers, Spinosaurus. This creature was larger than the infamous T-Rex, but unlike its land-dwelling cousin, Spinosaurus was built to hunt in water. With a long crocodile-like snout and a mouth filled with razor-sharp teeth, it was the undisputed king of ancient river systems. If you're ever near a river and imagine something lurking just below the surface, Spinosaurus is the stuff of your worst fears, waiting patiently for its next meal to wander too close. Deep in the rainforests of prehistoric South America, there was a snake that could make even the largest modern-day anacondas look like toys. Titanoboa stretched over 40 feet long and weighed more than a ton, making it the largest snake that ever lived. Titanoboa could coil around creatures as large as crocodiles, slowly squeezing until its prey's bones shattered, then swallowing it whole. If Titanoboa existed today, the jungle would be a place no human would dare to enter. In ancient Australia, a predator roamed that makes the Komodo dragon look tame. Megalania, a colossal monitor lizard, stretched over 20 feet long and could chase down its prey with terrifying speed. It had powerful jaws, lined with teeth that would tear through flesh like paper. What's worse, some researchers believe it may have had a venomous bite, paralyzing its prey before feasting. Imagine this giant predator hiding in the brush, waiting for you to pass. Today, you'd think twice before setting foot in the Australian outback. In the ancient seas, there was one creature at the top of the food chain, Mosasaurus. This massive marine reptile, reaching lengths of up to 50 feet, was a fast, efficient hunter that could devour sharks whole. To have seen Mosasaurus coming toward you would be a nightmare. Its jaws could crush with bone-shattering force, and in the blink of an eye, you'd be gone. Even today's bravest divers would think twice before plunging into waters haunted by such a beast. At the top of the list is Dunkleosteus, a true armored nightmare from the deep. This ancient fish was covered in thick, bony plates, and its jaw was so powerful that it could crush bone with a single bite. The edges of its jaws were lined with sharp, bony plates that worked like shears, slicing through anything it could catch. At nearly 20 feet long, Dunkleosteus was a ruthless predator, one that even sharks feared. To face Dunkleosteus would be to look into the eyes of a creature born for death. Our world has seen creatures more terrifying than we could ever imagine. Though these beasts may be long gone, their shadows still linger in our nightmares. Sometimes, extinction is a gift, a blessing that we live in a time where such monsters exist only in fossils and faded memories.